I never thought a simple hiking trip would turn into the most terrifying night of my life. I was trekking alone in a remote mountain forest where there was no phone signal. I planned to reach my campsite before sunset, but suddenly, the weather changed. Dark clouds covered the sky. Strong winds started blowing through the trees. Within minutes, heavy rain began pouring down. I tried to follow the trail faster, but the forest was so dense that the path slowly disappeared. That's when I heard something behind me, a branch snapping. I turned around and pointed my flashlight into the trees. Nothing, just moving shadows and rain falling through the branches. I kept walking, but a few seconds later, I heard it again. This time, much closer. My heart started beating faster. I slowly scanned the forest with my flashlight. For a moment, everything was silent. Then, suddenly, on the ridge above me, I saw two glowing eyes in the darkness. I froze. Whatever it wasn't moving. It was just standing.
It was just standing there, watching me. The rain grew heavier and the river nearby started getting louder. I knew I needed shelter, fast. After a few minutes of walking through the storm, I spotted something between the trees. An old wooden cabin. I ran toward it and pushed the door open. Inside, the air smelled old and dusty. There was a broken chair on the floor. Strange marks were scratched into the wooden walls. I closed the door and tried to calm my breathing. Then, suddenly, thump! A heavy sound came from the roof. Then again, thump, thump. Someone, or something, was walking above the cabin. I slowly moved toward the window and looked outside. Lightning flashed across the sky. For 1 second, the entire forest turned bright white, and in that flash, I saw a tall shadow standing on top of the cabin, at least 7 feet tall, and it was slowly climbing down. Panic hit me instantly. I opened the back door and ran into the forest as fast as I could. Branches hit my face, mud slipped under my boots, but I kept running. I ran through the storm the entire night. When morning finally came, the rain had stopped. Sunlight touched the mountains again. The forest looked peaceful, as if nothing had happened. But when I returned to the place where the cabin was supposed to be, there was nothing there. No cabin, no broken chair, no marks on the walls, just empty ground. But in the soft mud, one thing was clearly visible. Huge footprints, much bigger than a human's. That's when I realized something. Last night, I wasn't alone in that forest.